Hello, Aries. This is your tarot reading for September. Oops. I'll put that over there. The crystals have been cleared, so I'm going to shuffle them for a little while longer. I am sorry I'm so late with this. I've been so busy, especially since I do teach, but things have gotten a lot higher. For some reason, Aries, the cards are just coming out all over the place for you. I want to thank everyone who's contacted me for a reading. I'm glad everyone is happy. And you can check my information in the description if you're interested in a reading as well. You can visit my webpage to see my services. I also have a Facebook page with weekly tarot readings. I'm going to shuffle here. And just thank my spirit guides and your spirit guides for the wisdom and clarity from this tarot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut the cards. So, we already have Hermit, and we already have the Sun, which is pretty good. We have Page of Wands, which is reversed. And this is the past energy. We have the Emperor. We have King of Swords. We have Two of Pentacles reversed. We have Death reversed. We have the Devil. Well, that's interesting. And then we have the Chariot reversed. Now, I'm going to put an outcome card here at the end of the reading. But, Aries, what I am seeing, this first row right here is the past. This row right here is the present. And this row is going to be the future. And the theme for this tarot reading is basically getting your life together, Aries. Now, I want to start with the major arcana cards because you have 5 of them. And the major arcana cards are not like the trump cards. You know, the court cards like the King, the Queen, 2 of Pentacles, or 3 of Swords, or 7 of Wands, or anything like that. These are major, they're called major arcana cards because these are cards that are the big energy that determine how to read your tarot. they establish the framework here. And so out of these 9 cards, it's interesting that you have 5 major arcana cards. And that tells me that there are some huge changes and events happening in your life that you have nothing, it's not an internal obstacle or struggle or story. There are some things that are changing your life, huge changes in your life. They're not minor things that you can control. And it's just also interesting that you have the Chariot in Death reversed. The Death means, when Death is upright, it definitely means putting closure on a certain event or something coming to an end and being reborn. Because a lot of people would say, oh, this is an awful card to get, but it's not. Death means that something, usually when death comes, it can usually mean an event. It never, very rarely does it really mean literal death, but it can mean something coming to an end in your life, and sometimes it can mean for good, because you have the sun here. And the interesting thing about the sun is that it's upright, and it is such a positive card that it actually neutralizes all this other negative stuff with the devil and death. Now, keep in mind, death was reversed. But the thing about it is that closure is not happening here. It's because it's in reverse, there's no closure, there's no moving on, and maybe there is something that needs to move on. And then you have the devil upright following very closely. And maybe this negative energy, you need to get yourself out of the situation, because then the Chariot is upside down, it's reversed, and it means moving on successfully, but there is no moving on. And this is all in your future, Aries. So the story for this card, based on the Hermit, the Sun, Death, Devil, Chariot, this is about, and the Emperor. Oh my God, you have 6 major arcana cards. The Emperor, this is upright. The Emperor is about rules and order and structure. The Devil is actually a card about chaos and disorder. So it seems as if, Aries, there's an event in your life where you're trying to get certain things together. There needs to be the Hermit, the very first card here in this spread. This is about taking time alone to do some soul searching, to look for answers. And you see this gentleman with a lamp in his hand. And light means clarity. Light means knowledge. And maybe there was a time where you were searching for knowledge in a very, very difficult situation. And perhaps with the sun that follows, that there were answers that came to you in the situation in the past, that maybe there was some resolution. Now, we have Page of Wands. And keep in mind, this is all in the past here. This first row at the top. And you have Page of Wands in reverse. Upright, the Page of Wands. It means new beginnings in faith, loyalty, friendship. And sometimes the page is immature, but the page can also mean new opportunities, inspiration, and motivation, and a passion for life. It's just that spark of energy that pushes you forward to embark on new experiences. And maybe you didn't. Maybe, there was some positivity, but there was an obstacle here that got in your way. Page of Wands. And so you have the Emperor in this present energy. You have the Two of Pentacles. Now, this card means being busy. It also means juggling a lot of projects or juggling money, prosperity, career. And this can be a good thing. It means that there's a lot of chaos, but you're handling it. Well, this is reversed. So it seems as if there's an attempt to bring order. The King of Swords, this is a card of communication and decision making. And so the King of Swords is working with the Emperor here to sort of bring some structure and sound decision making, but it's not happening. You're not able to get a handle on this event. Whatever it is that you are trying to seek clarity about and get under control here, it's not happening. And you're not able to juggle or control things or handle things. You have to let something go here because it's overwhelming. This means that you are able to handle things and, manage them. But it seems as if you tried and you lost control. And this isn't just a relationship I'm seeing a major crisis in the family. It could be someone in the family losing a job and you are trying to be the main breadwinner. A lot of financial instability or difficulty that you're trying to get a handle on. But there's something that needs to you've got to lighten the load. There's something you need to let go here. And you're not bringing closure or letting go. And so the result here is that this negative energy or negative situation, it's not as bad because you still have the sun in your past that can still, whatever clarity or solutions you got here, it can still be an influence here. But going into the future, you're still not going to move forward. With the Chariot with death means that moving forward into a new life or finding or working on this solution that you received. Things are so positive in the past. It looks like things are going to work and that you've solved your problems here. But you've gotten stalled. You're stalled here right now. So the month of September, what's going to occur to you and what you're going to find out by the end of this month is that you won't be able, or someone that you're associated is not going to be able to let go, and you're not going to be able to move forward. So I am going to look at how this story, this dilemma, how your story ends up, Aries. I'm going to pull the outcome card. And this could actually be a relationship situation. So what is the outcome? What is Spirit going to reveal? You have Five of Cups in reverse. And when Five of Cups is upright, Five of Cups means having regret and dealing with loss. And you can see this man He's got his head down. He's looking at the 3 cups that are spilled, but he's not looking at what remains, the 2 cups that are left standing. And I think you should know that there's a theme here, that you have this imbalance. You see here the water. You know, things are kind of topsy-turvy here with emotions and things like that. Well, this man is near a river, and he's also near a bridge that he can cross. Okay? And so this card is actually in reverse. It means that you might have regrets. Keep in mind the sun amplifies the positivity for this whole reading. You are going to be able to get past this loss, this not moving forward. You're going to come back to this, I think. You see the hermit's in his robe. You see this man in his robe. I think that instead of looking at what you've lost here, these 3 cups, you're going to reverse this and look at what you've gained here, these 2 cups, what you still have. You might have lost the 3 cups, but you still have these 2 cups. And instead of holding on, as you know, instead of losing control, I think letting go is going to be beneficial for you. Let the 3 cups go here. You know, you're going to let those 3 cups go. If it was upright, it would mean that you're holding on to those 3 cups and not taking the 2 cups and crossing the bridge and finding healing. But it looks like you will. It looks like you're going to be able to let go and see what it is out of this relationship or situation that is still good, or what you still have, and you're going to be able to move on. And it doesn't mean necessarily that you go back to the relationship, because this devil here is a very negative energy. And when we hold on, when we refuse to heal, because death is in reverse, you're going to keep staying shackled. You see these 2 people, this man and this woman, in chains. And you need a rebirth here, Aries. You need to, like this Page of Wands, this spark of inspiration and this new lease on life, you need to let it happen. And it will by the end of this month. So this is going to be an emotionally difficult month for you. But you're going to continue. What I think is going to be important for you, Aries, is that you're going to be able to see the direction you need to take and what you need to do to move on in a positive way from this difficult situation, or this person that I'm seeing here. I think you'll be okay. But you do need to let go, because it's too much, and right now you're not able to handle it. So I hope this reading brought you some clarity. And if you look at my information in the description, feel free to contact me for a reading. Tarot by Aire. And I'm only making a point of putting this here because there are people who are stealing videos of tarot readers and uploading them and getting donations. I'm not asking for donations. So if you see this video somewhere else, please do not give that person money. This video is free. Okay? So I wish you love, joy, happiness, Aries. Blessed be. And I will see you in October.